Well, know and well aware of that April is autism. I can't see anything past these lights. It's Autism World Awareness Month, and for many of us, every month is Autism Awareness Month. And I'm here to share with you a story of a very, very dear patient of mine whose mother followed all holistic methods during pregnancy. She ate properly. She did everything the right way, drug-free. And when she gave birth, she opted out of vaccinations for her child. And when they were putting her guts back together after an emergency C-section, they whisked that child away and gave him one hepatitis vaccine. Following that, I want to share his crazy great chiropractic success story because I've been entrusted to treat this child since his birth. He is 27 years old now, and you need to hear this story. So cue it, please. I was diagnosed. I didn't really know anything about autism. Autism then was 1 in every 500, and now it's 1 in 59. So what we did was positive reinforcement techniques, what they taught me, because now they have companies like Centria that come to your home and insurance pays for it, and they will train your child for you. What I did was I went down, as mothers, when we find out a diagnosis, something's wrong, we go into our family of mothers and find out information and what to do regarding this. So I found out to go to Judavine School for Autistic Children, and I took a 3-week intensive course on learning to teach my child who was nonverbal and aggravated when I didn't understand what he was saying or trying to communicate to me. And what they taught me was positive reinforcement, applied behavioral analysis, basically positive parenting, or what we teach at Life University, positive psychology, right? If every parent did these things, we wouldn't have problem children. We wouldn't have children with depression, children with anxiety. So after I learned that, I came home and we created basically a family. I taught all the school aides to be consistent with what techniques I was doing at home. We created basically a village atmosphere. But the crazy great thing is that at that juncture, we had no idea. There was no research on chiropractic. I feel so blessed as a doctor to have this child brought into my world, into my life, into my care and my trust, because he is this crazy great success story today because of chiropractic. Heidi Havoc, and I watched this all my life, okay? I watched this occur because down at Judavine, they said he has up to the age of 12. His brain is neuroplastic. It will create, and they didn't use that word, they said he'll create new pathways. The brain will rewire itself up to the age of 12, but now he is 27 years old, and every day I see a new miracle. I see a new change. These children do not change, and parents should not give up on them. Every single day we can create a new behavior with applied behavioral analysis, with positive psychology, and it's for all people, all children. Heidi Havoc has proven that the first 20 minutes post-adjustment is when the brain is most neuroplastic. Neuroplastic, it means it's more adaptable to change. So let's say it's a walk in the park. Okay, so most people will follow the pathway, the concrete pathway around a park. Well, these children and children with these types of issues, how we rewire their brain basically is we get their focus, because what they focus on is what they're going to learn, and then we find a new pathway, a shortcut over the grass. And the more times you go over that grass, eventually you'll have a new pathway, and it sticks year after year after year after year, change after change after change. So regardless of when these children are diagnosed, chiropractic can come in. Chiropractic is the answer, and so is positive psychology. What's interesting to me as being a part of this university is that we've encompassed this. It was the Guy Reichman, when he came in, and the foresight of the staff, and the foresight of Dr. Guy, and the foresight of the board members to see before anybody else did, to bring in the positive psychology, the Life Neuro Institute. It's created great change, and it's impacted my life so much, and I wanted to share with you. Do not stop. Move forward, because what it did was it made me a better doctor. It got me out there, and I'm telling the story. And so I have a new mission every day I go to work, because I'm saving lives. I'm saving children's mental lives. So I'm saving people from depression, all kinds of things. There's Dr. Bob Hoffman and Dennis Proman. They're doing something with the brain tap. That they're incorporating that immediately after an adjustment, the first 20 minutes, and they're seeing crazy great changes on children who are suffering from depression, suffering from anxiety. Because Dr. Gio, I was talking to you at the last LifeVision, you had spoken about for every one negative thing, you have to have 4 positive things into your head. right, to undo that? Well, our children are bombarded by society and media with negativity. And you can be the best parents of the world and then have a child that's suicidal and a child that's depressed and a child that's anxious. We can undo that. We can undo that. We're good parents. We just need to make sure everybody's children needs and must go to a chiropractor.